What is the worst way to leave money to your kids, especially if there are younger kids? Hi, I'm Guy DiMartino. I am a Northwest Indiana estate planning and probate lawyer, and I'm going to explain to you probably the worst way and really setting up a situation what can cause a lot of problems down the line for your kids after you pass away. So this is what you need to understand. When kids are minors and something were to happen to you, the kids in their minority are not going to get the money. However, once they turn 18 or the age of 18, then they're an adult and they are entitled to receive the money if there's no strings attached to the money. So, if you are a person who doesn't have a will and you were to pass away and you have a child or children, when they turn 18, they will be entitled to receive your assets that you left them under the laws of intestacy. So if you had 2 kids, those assets would be spread 50% to each of your children. That's fine and dandy, and you could say, oh, that's okay, except that's going to happen at the age of 18. And who is 100% responsible at the age of 18? So if somebody gets $50,000 or $100,000 or $1 million at the age of 18, will they really know how to handle the money? Or will it cause more problems? Or will they spend it stupidly? Or whatever it is, make bad business decisions, give it away to their friends, give it away to their girlfriend, give it away to another family member who takes advantage of them. Okay, so you have that scenario. The other scenario you have is say that you have say they're a beneficiary of your life insurance. At the age of 18, they would be entitled to that money because they are an adult. Whether that money was paid into an estate that had to be open, which I'm sure that would have to happen, there's nothing that would put the brakes on the ability to get that money. Not only that, if they're minors and somebody else would be in charge of the money, how are you going to be sure that that person who ends up being in charge is doing the right thing for the money? So some of the things that you should think about, especially if you have young kids, or you never know what's going to happen in life, or something that can cut your life short, is what type of brakes, what could you do to put the brakes on it so you make sure that you have the monies available for your children and it can be divvied out to them or divvied out to them based on their specific needs so they do not make a poor or bad decision. So typically this is done through a trust. See, because this trust is just a document, it's just a contract that sets out your rules, it sets out your playbook. So, for instance, you could take the money and get it put into a trust for the benefit of your kids, for their health, maintenance, education, and then it can be distributed to them so much at the time that they go to college, so much at 21, so much at 25, so much at 30, whatever you want. Now, this trust can be set up in one of 2 ways. It can be set up while you're living. That's called a living trust, but yet you can have the living trust document done, but not yet funded or not yet put money into it, because maybe it's your life insurance that would go in there for the benefit of your kids. Or you can have a death trust, and that would be a trust, a testamentary trust, that would actually be written in your will. And it would say something to the effect that if my children are under the age of blank. I want a trust set up for the benefit of the kids, and I want my money to go ahead and go to the kids for whatever you desire. And that way you can put the brakes on the situation and hopefully protect your kids from getting what they may seem to be and think is a windfall, but really isn't that much money. And then they go ahead and blow their inheritance, going out and buying a $100,000 vehicle, or giving the money to a friend because they think that their friend is going to pay them back, or whatever. So those are the types of things that you need to consider when you are looking at these situations. You want to look at the possible contingencies, and you want to go ahead and try to set up a plan that will be able to handle most of the contingencies. You can't control everything in life from your grave, but you can handle a majority of the contingencies. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I am Guy DiMartino. Have yourself a great day.